Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Oshi no Ko Season 2, Episode 1, getting into the next season. Man, it felt like Season 1 went by really fast. But, last episode, how we ended that season was we basically had, the concert, and it went pretty well for the most part. It seems like it really heavily focused on Kana, her internal thoughts, and it seems like she kind of broke away from a little bit of her kind of depressive cycle, even though it's hard to just break that completely. I'm sure there's still going to be a bit of that there. But by the end of the episode, she seemed a bit more cheery. It seemed like the people saw hope in their group, which is really good. Seemed like they gained some fans. And we cleared up some confusion between Kana and uh, Aqua, which helped her mood significantly as well. And now we're building up something new. It's like a 3D play or something, right? Or like a it's like a something like that, he said. And they're bringing in Aqua, and then there's going to be a rivalry between Akane and Kana in this as well. They're both going to be actors in it too. So I'm excited to see this and the drama surrounding it. And luckily, it doesn't seem all about Aqua quite yet. Like, Akane almost seems like she just wants to beat Kana. It doesn't seem like it's all like, oh, boy drama, which can be kind of stale. I like it better when they're just competing against each other because they competed against each other as kids. Even though it might end up being a little bit about Aqua later on for Kana, maybe. But, I mean, maybe Akane too. She might like him, I'm not sure. But we'll see. Anyway, let's jump into this episode and see what we got. We're going to start here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. There's a link in the description if you don't know how to watch my content on how to sync up your footage with what I'm watching. I should probably start saying that a little bit more. What are we starting? Oh, is this the play? That looks like it's... Yeah, that's the main character from it. Hmm. Interesting. Pretty cool having, like, the big screens up and then stuff going on in between and kind of behind. Whoa! Psychedelic. Blade. Tsurugi. Oh, these are character names in the show. Or in the play. Kizami. Don't worry, I'm getting them. Monmei? Monmi? I don't know. Toki. Ah, the very beautiful part of the track comes in for Princess Saya. I probably don't need these in long term, but whatever. Tokyo Blade. Is this a stage play? Okay. So is the play actually going on right now, or is this like hyping up the play? Oh, whoa, new OP. I'm gonna miss that last song. This song's pretty good so far, though. It's gonna be hard to beat that last one, but whoa, whoa, that was a crazy thing, wasn't it? What the fuck? Of course they're gonna have I in the opening. It shows them older cheering for her too. Aww. Whoa. What is that about? What the heck? The visuals in this opening are crazy. Just a random Ruby in her idol outfit. Yeah. Damn. What? She's in the audience watching her son. Oh, that was a great opening. Damn. Yep. First day of rehearsals. Okay. Hmm. Look at her face. Oh man, maybe I should have gotten their normal names too. Shit. This is too much for me. I'm not gonna be able to handle it. I'm probably gonna use their stage names for the characters that aren't our main characters. Ah, 4 months. Oh, they had small concerts, okay. Okay. What? Oh, wait. I thought it was just... Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah, I thought we solved that already, but... Oh, let's go. Hmm. Okay. Cool. Less nagging. It's really good to see Akane doing well after what happened. Hmm. Oh shit. Yep. Hmm. That was a cool thing. It was just like a out of body experience of him kind of like looking at his own situation. Oh, a little bit of they were smaller, but get that kind of that motivation, that drive is kind of how I see that star in the eye. It's a big dude. Hmm. Oh, so it is that guy. Okay. I thought it looked like him, but I thought it might have been someone else. Hmm. Oh shit. What? That was art. Whoa! Yo, he just like stepped her into her character or something. That was a cool shot. Whoa. Dude, I love the color work. I loved. This is so cool! What the fuck? It's like influencing everyone who's watching. What? Oh my god, that was a crazy face from Kana. That's so cool. Damn. Oh my god. Hmm. She kind of started doing that with her. Oh shit. I mean, kind of. Yeah. It's kind of motivating them to push further. I like how it even hit Aqua, someone who said he doesn't care about it yet. We still had it hit him, and he's like sitting there contemplating, you know? Hmm, makes sense. Ah, nice. How do you read this? Is that a thing in Japanese to have a hard time, like, reading some kanji? Like, obviously, I imagine these people can read normally, right? Like, he just said he reads manga, but maybe there's, like, different ways kanji can be read, or... Oh. Oh. Is he eyeballing her? Oh. Mm-hmm. Damn. Yeah, he was like... He, like, told her she can go all out, and she just unleashed. Oh, shit. Oh, that's adorable. If you're gonna get bad, just do it. Uh, in the opening, it looks like he was giving it his all in one of those scenes, though, so we'll have to see how that turns out. Hmm. Okay. Wasn't really a well done or anything, it was just kind of like, let's go with that. Hmm. Oh, this is cool. Everything kind of bleeding away from her. While she kind of hones in and focuses, maybe. Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah. It's like it's almost like she's melding how she is with how. Oh, whoa, that's cool. It's like she's melding her character with herself. Hmm. Uh, Interesting. Is she gonna try to change the character and see if they accept it? Dude, the art direction and displaying their thoughts and stuff is so cool this episode. Hmm. Scriptwriter. She gonna bring something up? Yeah. Hmm. Oh my god, he's gonna say something, isn't he? Oh my god, just throwing her under the bus. Okay. Please let it be received well. Hmm. Right, she talked about that. Interesting. That's why they didn't like the way she initially did it. Huh. Damn. A lot of behind the scenes stuff that you don't really consider. Hmm. Nice. Don't coddle her. Hmm. Okay. Oh. Yeah, she's the sweet I was gonna say, isn't she the sweet today lady? You botched the shit out of my manga, you bitch. Yeah. A mortal enemy. Shit. And very antisocial, I suppose. Introverted. Oh, seeing it come alive a little bit. Seems young. I think they said age and I missed it. I'll go back and look at the age in a few when this episode's over. Gonna be involving Princess Saya, maybe, or ah. Whoa, shit! Oh boy. The whole thing. Well, shit. Alright, we got outro. Damn. Very quiet and meek kind of character comes in, and then right at the end, just like, can we revise the whole thing? Very interesting. Alright. No, strong start to season 2. Getting really, once again, I mean, we've always gotten deep into the genre, like, you know, into the background, but now we're getting, you know, in this episode it talked about having to make cuts, having to make changes, even as simple as, like, making her movements a little more direct to save, like, 3 seconds. Just that, doing that across a bunch of scenes saves you a chunk of time in the end, you know? It's like, those things, I figured they were a thing in the background, but I never really, like, thought about what that means for characters and how they have to, like, change the way they express themselves and portray the scene in order to compact it a little bit, which would sometimes ruin the character. It's just really fascinating and interesting to think about. So, but yeah. Alrighty, guys, that is it for episode 1 of season 2. I did want to jump back. Oh, 22. Okay. Abiko Samejima. Honestly, not even sure if it's supposed to be a girl or a guy, but 22. Very small 22-year-old. Nice. Alright. I feel like Abiko... Samejima. I don't know which... I don't know... Do they put their names in last name... I think last name is second, so I think Samejima is their last name. But yeah, I don't know gender or anything there, but anyway. 22. Neat. So yeah. Great first, dude. I right away I want to talk about the use of, like, the color. That was such an amazing moment. It gave me chills when the lead actor, Taiki, stepped up and he was just like, Kana, give it your all, you know? Like, I don't know his exact words, but, like, and then he just, like, took a step forward and, like, held his, you know, script in front of him, and it just, like, when he did that, it just, like, splashed her with paint, and then, like, half her face was the character. It's like he stepped into the scene and just, with his acting prowess and a couple words, just, like, bam, just bashed her right into the role. And then as they talked about it, they talked about how Kana, like, adapts her acting and kind of, like, starts out mellow because when she was younger, she overacted and pushed herself too much, and it came off as, like, overbearing, and she lost a lot of jobs because of it and got a lot of hate for it and stuff like that. And because of that, she's found herself kind of turtle shelling when she's doing her roles until she finds the proper motivation or realizes, like, oh, it's okay to break out of my shell here. But and basically Taiki stepped up and gave her that permission to break out of her shell, and she just went at it. And when they went at it, they went ham, and it was so cool to see the way they portrayed it. And then all the other actors in the room were watching, and they started getting splashed by the paint as well. And that was just that was just so cool how it like resonated in the room and drove them all to try to do their roles better because they're all so passionate about this. And the funny thing is no matter what Aqua says, he still tries to do good. He still tries to improve things. Like hell, he went up and talked to the director and the script writer for Akane here. Granted, he threw her under the bus and said, "Hey, Akane has something that she felt needed to be said," and then just like pulled her into it. Once again, taking the choice away from people. That's one thing I don't like about Aqua. You know, he's kind of like that outgoing personality that you mention something like if you're like very introverted and you have that outgoing friend that drags you into these social situations that you don't want to be a part of. That's like Aqua for me. It's like, no, don't do this. I don't want to be a part of this. But yeah, man, that was and then even later on, when we were getting into Akane's head and she was trying to figure out the character and figure out what she's doing, and we had that moment of her trying to piece together. I actually want to go back to that scene. She had like almost all the pieces uh of Eye put together. That's why her Eye performance was so good. But then it's like she's like missing a lot of pieces for yeah. So that's Saya on the right. Like most of the pieces are there for Ai. That's like she's able to build the character in her imagination. But then on the right side we have Saya, who's like barely there. There's just barely enough to understand the character. I really like the visualization of that. That's just her like in her imagination, just being like, I don't understand what this character is supposed to be. Like, I read the source material and then I read the script, and it's so different that I don't know like what direction I'm supposed to take it. And I also like that when they asked the scriptwriter and the director like what it's supposed to be like, it wasn't necessary that she was trying to say that we need to change it. It was more so she was just trying to understand the vision, right? And I really respect that because it's not like she's trying to tell them how to do their job. She's just trying to understand what their vision is for the character, and they elaborate it for her, and then she can take that information and then try to go and use it to amend her view on the character. That's really nice. Although then we have the creator coming in here at the end, and so that's like the mangaka, right? The person who wrote the or whatever that source material is, light novel or manga, whatever it is, based off of. That's who that is, right? Um, but yeah, so that it was just very cool, very artistic in the way, and I like how we see her like in her internal thoughts, sitting there in this like dark space with like just puzzle pieces everywhere of just like which pieces am I supposed to put in here? Like it's just so artistically beautiful, and I absolutely loved it. So, um, with that, more towards the beginning, we had kind of that cool intro to the play, kind of showing us like what we're going to be getting into. I don't know what that was. Was that the future of them showing like the start to the play, and then we cut back to them like practicing and doing rehearsal? Or was that like, do they show like a trailer in the theaters, right? Was that something that they actually did here in like the beginning? I'm not sure. It seems like it might have been something that actually happened. It seems like it might have been some kind of promotional material that everyone came and like sat in the theater for and stuff like that. And it was just like a brief like coming soon, introducing the characters, and this is what it's gonna be like. And you have like not a lot of acting, but some stuff with some people standing up there on stage and all that. That's how it felt to me. But uh, we also learned that Aqua's been doing a little bit of acting. There's been a 4-month time skip, and we also have Ruby and B Komachi, who have been doing some concerts, some smaller concerts over the course of 4 months, and has some growing fans and stuff like that. So it seems good that all this stuff is happening. But we have the whole thing at one point where they mention like maybe it's just Kana being dramatic because I think it was from her voice that it was saying it, but talking about Akane being Aqua's girlfriend and stuff like that. And then saying like, oh well, they're supposed to only be like work relationship, but it seems like they were being like skeptical of that. So like, is there something to? Is that just her being negative of like, you know, like jealous or whatever, or is it actually like, has their relationship like progressed at all? I'm not sure. But I mean, based on the rest of the episode, it didn't seem like Aqua treated her like that, like a relationship sort of thing, right? He kind of kept his distance from everyone. So yeah, interesting. Uh, but yeah, honestly, I don't really have much more to say. It was an amazing first episode, visually stunning, visually beautiful. The opening was amazing. I really think there was a lot of cool stuff in there, like them taking their faces off from what they've turned into and then looking like what they used to look like was really cool. Having Ai in the audience when Aqua's performing was really cool. I'm sure that there's some more cameos of Ai in there as well. It was just really neat, and I think it was a really cool opening, and it's kind of funny how we have like the whole Tokyo Blade thing going on in the opening, but then there's like one stark cut to just Ruby coming in like being an idol and dancing in her frilly outfit, and it like kind of didn't like it's fine. I actually really liked it in the opening because it's just funny how like stark of a difference it is from like the acting world to the idol world and stuff like that in that opening. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it from me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below. You can get 2 episodes ahead of time on there through that. I've also been doing more Twitch streaming recently. I'm playing a lot of action RPGs. Right now I'm playing Lost Epoch. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's going to be about 2 weeks from now, which means I'll probably be playing a bit of Ashes of Creation, maybe still some Last Epoch, we'll see. But Ashes of Creation is an MMORPG in alpha that I'm looking forward to. Its servers are wiping on May 1st, and it's actually just releasing new servers, and I'm gonna hop on there and play a bit. As long as last time there was so many people, it was annoying. It doesn't matter. I don't need to talk about Ashes. Regardless, I'm streaming. Check that out. The link's in the description to my Twitch, or it's twitch.tv/Morthadon, spelled just like my YouTube channel. So check that out if you're interested in watching that. Also, I have my @Morth Gaming channel, which I'm going to try to get that in the description of these videos. Hopefully I remember to go through and change that setting tonight, so every time I upload a video, that one's there as well. So you can see if it's down there. Hopefully I remembered. But where I'm trying to release some gaming-related videos. So whatever I'm playing at the time, I'm going to try to put some stuff out. And then I have some backlogged recordings of me and my friends playing Repo, and I'm finally getting around to editing them, and I'm going to start putting them out. So if you're interested in that little party game, want to see us laughing and having a good time, check that out. Thank you, guys. Like I said, links in the description for all of that stuff I just talked about, Patreon and all that. Patreon and subscribe link will be popping up on the screen, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.